Hey everyone, this is Ashley DeBose over in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Let me close my door real quick because I can hear my son's TV show. But seriously guys, this is going to be an extremely important video to watch, okay? If you are watching live, thank you. Please stay tuned. If you are a replay viewer, then please watch the whole way through, or at least watch enough to see if you're getting value from something that could possibly change your life. Because if you're not willing to spend 2 hours to watch a video that could change your life, just spend a few minutes listening to me to see what that video is about and then decide, okay? Because this video is extremely important. And if you guys didn't read in the comments above, I'm talking about the video. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? My other Montana girl. So if you guys didn't read in the comments above, I am talking about that brand new documentary that came out about Tony Robbins, and it's called I Am Not a Guru. Oh my goodness. You guys, honestly, the way that it starts too, if you guys are not in the right mindset, you will not take anything from what he is saying. You will not take anything from what I am saying. I cannot convince you to get into that right mindset. It is your choice. It is up to you to start changing. It is up to you to start blaming in the right way. Now, what I mean by blaming in the right way is he starts talking about how a lot of people are putting blame. What is going on, Wendy? I know, right? My hair. I decided, honestly, Wendy, that I needed to look nice because this message that I am delivering today is extremely powerful. It is so powerful because I want you guys to think about how many people around you are blaming. How many people are you blaming for things that you could change? Are you blaming your parents? What's going on, Bruce? How's it going, buddy? I'm glad you're able to get on my live this time. Are you blaming your parents for things that may have happened in the past? Are you blaming your sister, your brother, your cousins, your niece, your nephews for something that might have happened? Are you blaming any type of addictions? What are you blaming? Figure those blames out and switch it around. Oh, thank you so much, Bruce. I learned this from Tony Robbins, though. Oh my gosh, he has been a huge inspiration the past couple hours. No, I kid you not, 5 hours. It took me 5 hours to watch that video and blog about it because I was so passionate, so excited. I cried. I had to do my hair and my makeup just to look better after it. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. But he talks about blame and how this girl, she said she needed help. She raised her hand and he went over to her and said, okay, what is your problem? What do you think that you need help with? And she said, well, I struggle with my health. By asking her a bunch of questions, he was able to uncover that it wasn't her health that she was struggling with. It was her relationship with her father. Her relationship with her father. She blamed him for the alcohol abuse. She blamed him for all of these things. And this girl is 19 years old. She does not look like she has a health problem, but she goes into eating because of the emotional distress that she has with her father. So what Tony Robbins was able to help her to do was to uncover that. And he was able to help her to realize that she needed to call her dad, and instead of blaming him for all those things that he did, blame him for the strong woman that he has caused her to be. How powerful is that, guys? Blame him for the beautiful woman that she is now. Stop blaming for all of those negative things. If you continue to blame for those negative things in life, you will dwell on those. They will continue to bring you down. You will never be allowed to get through your breakthrough. You will never be allowed to break through any type of wall, whether it be wood, paper, brick. I don't care. You will not break through that wall if you are dwelling in blame from the past. If you keep bringing things up, oh, you did this, or do you remember when you did this? You are dwelling in the past. You need to move on. Robert Hollis, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're watching my live right now. I love Robert Hollis. He's another Montana fellow of mine, and I love to listen to his videos. Oh my goodness, how cool. But thank you so much. That really, from the bottom of my heart, that means so much. And I realized through watching that Tony Robbins video, through watching a 2-hour video, guys, I cannot believe that I have not gone to this 6-day seminar. It is $5,000 to have 6 days of 12 hours of Tony Robbins. I did the math. That ends up being $69 an hour for Tony Robbins. Guys, do you realize how powerful he is? He says that before he was ever anything, and I talk about this all the time, guys, before you are anything, you need to visualize. You have to visualize. So what he did, now I'm not going to say the same language. I don't agree on the language thing. But what he did is he would go out on his run for an hour and he would say, I am powerful. Or he would say, hold on, I had to write these things down because they were so amazing. He would say, I am unstoppable. And he wouldn't just keep it in. He would yell it at the top of his lungs, because when you are yelling things, you're committing to things. That energy is not just within you, it's all around you. It really is, guys. And if you can understand that, if you stop being shy because of the people around you, if you stop being shy and afraid of what everybody is saying about you, you will have a breakthrough. You really will. Why do you think I'm always telling you guys affirmations, affirmations, affirmations? Affirmations. Seriously, so he would say that. He'd say, I am unstoppable. God's wealth is circulating in my life. His wealth flows to me in avalanches of abundance. Could you imagine that? That is an affirmation that I have been missing. And do you realize how powerful that is for me? Because I lead my life with God. That's my very first affirmation that I say every single day. I lead my life with God. But I have never thought to ask for God to give me avalanches of abundance, not just in money, but in the energy that I'm giving others, in the help that I'm able to give others. Right now, I can't give that help if I'm not getting out and helping people, if I'm not creating my online presence to help people. I've had people reach out to me who have not talked to me, I kid you not, in 10 years, guys, and they are so thankful for the motivation that I've given them in their life, because I am making a change. Oh, Stephanie says she thinks she loved me. And we just met, guys. It's amazing. And that is why I love it. And it's so funny. I'm totally calling Lisa out here because Lisa, I know she'll hop on sometime here because she loves the energy too. But Lisa mentioned, you know, hey guys, I cannot wait to see what happens to Ashley when her energy runs out. I started laughing my butt off. We were at paint night last night and I could not stop laughing because I told her, I said, it doesn't. I'm like the energy bunny. I really am. Give me some NutriBurst and I keep going and going and going and going. I don't stop. And when I get to motivate, just like Tony Robbins says, when he is out there motivating people and they ask him the exact same thing, what do you do with your energy? You want to know how he says it? It's not just that he wants to do this. It's an obsession. Now, I love network marketing, but motivating is an obsession. When I get out there and people ask, what do you do? I'm a motivational communicator because I love to motivate you. I love to help you find that fire within you. Break through those walls. Break through that paper wall first. Break through that wood wall next. Break through that brick wall. Figure out all those little breakthroughs it's going to take for you to reach your abundance. Okay, so I gotta share a couple things more about the Tony Robbins video because it was fantastic, guys. Day one, he talks about how our entire life, the more you give, the more you get. Yes, Robert Hollis, you and Caleb Maddox are truly, I listen to that all the time because I believe that. And Jim Rohns, I listen to Jim Rohn all the time in my car, and he mentions that if you are not giving, you're not living a life of greatness. And I want to live a life of greatness, so I need to give. And a lot of people say, well, you know, I have to have money in order to give. You don't. You have the most valuable commodity you could possibly imagine. It's a 4-letter word. Starts with a T. Can you guess? Time. Time is your most valuable commodity. If you can go out and give your time to the people around you, to your church. If you're not a church person, then give it to your community. Go help with an animal abuse shelter. That's something my mom's passionate about. Go give some help to homeless children. I watched this video on homeless kids who just could not get any attention from people because of the clothes they were wearing, guys. Go out and change those children's future. Yes, Tony. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Robert, seriously, you're my man because I listen to you all the time. And that is what brought me over to Tony Robbins and to listening to people like Ray Higdon, because all of these people surround me with positive energy. And you want to surround yourself with the most 5 powerful people that you possibly can imagine because you're going to take that energy. And so I was even on your Facebook Live earlier. It wasn't at the same time because I didn't get to it until after the video, but it's powerful and your laugh is so contagious. So for me, I know my laugh's not super contagious, but my energy is. And I started wearing my energy crystal, and what was so interesting was just 5 hours ago, okay, I would tell people, oh, I feel, that my energy is going from me to you, and I pretend that that's what it's doing. Why the heck am I pretending? I know that this energy from me is going to you. So it's so cool. I love you so much, Robert. Seriously, I can't wait to come back to Montana because I'm coming up there. We're going to have a barbecue or something and just do some motivational speaking. It'll be fun. But seriously, and so for me, that's why I started wearing this. Just after that movie, I was like, nope, I went and got it out of my jewelry box. I'm like, I'm not pretending anymore, guys. I am truly giving this energy from me to you. It is coming off of me and going straight to you through this tiny little camera on my phone. It is, because it is so powerful what could happen when you collaborate with people who speak to your inner being. Okay, it is so exciting. That's why I love listening to Robert Hollis. That's why I love listening to Ray Higdon, because they collaborate with my inner being and they had no idea until I reached out to them. And so it's so cool. I ended up friending Robert and I was like, hey, I'm another Montana person. And I love Montana. It's beautiful. It's my way of connecting with people and I love it. I didn't realize he was from Montana because I don't know a lot of awesome people from Montana that are super wealthy. And I mean like millionaire status wealthy. Robert, you got your stuff going and I can absolutely dream to be not just like you, but you know what I mean, in that same category up there with you, because that means I'm impacting people just like you impacted me. So it's so fantastic. Now, the day 2, they get into teams and he talks about, they allow those teams to communicate with each other and learn from each other and feed off of each other. And so it's fantastic that they do things like this. And on day 3, oh man, this one, this one was powerful, guys. I have to slow down here because even Tony did not realize how to handle this. But what he does is something that I pray every single day happens for me. If a situation comes across, or every single situation, I want God to speak through me. And so when a girl stood up, she was 26 years old, guys. She said she was suicidal at 26 years old. And Tony, not like thinking, just was like, there's no way, you got at least 30 years ahead of you. There's no way that you should be wasting your life right now thinking of ending it. And he's like, I don't care, whatever you got, pull it at me. And so oh my gosh, her story, guys, she was a part of a community that apparently thought the way to show God's love was through intercourse. So at 6 years old, they would start forcing the children into intercourse because they were claiming that that was God's love. And that, I was bawling, guys. Seriously, I was trying not to get teary right now because I just did my makeup. But oh my gosh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And so that is something that he was able to speak powerfully about. He was able to inspire her to learn to accept love from men again. She was able to pick 3 men in a room of 2,500 people, and she was able to say, you know what? These 3 individuals don't have an agenda for me. And so Tony actually asked these gentlemen to be her uncle for the next 10 years, whatever they're willing to do, because they were there not only for themselves, but God had pulled them there for her. She needed them. This girl was going to commit suicide, guys. And that is why Tony does not limit himself to the people who are not suicidal. Because all he had to do was get to the bottom of things and realize what was causing that. And he was able to change her life in an instant. Because all it takes is a moment. So he is putting her through his entire course and giving her personalized strategies so she could not only utilize her story for herself, because she has the purest love of all, coming out of something like that, still loving herself, but just contemplating what to do in life. she is now able to help others. So she's going through, man, it's been, oh man, that was such a powerful one. So for me, that was fantastic to watch. And so if you want to see that energy, see that power that happens, you guys have to watch that movie. Okay, so like I said, you know, that so many different things that happened. That one was the most powerful. And actually, Julianne Hough was there. That was kind of cool. She got to speak about how that spoke to her, and she went to Tony Robbins last year because she was having difficulty loving. She was having difficulty loving herself, guys. And that's not a fun place to be. It's not. And people think that other people are crazy for not loving themselves just because they're a size 2. Okay, I understand, guys. I was a size 8 and I did not love myself. It was obvious through my relationships. It was obvious through my motivation and my momentum with my own business and passion. You have to figure out a way to feel beautiful for yourself and to love yourself no matter where you're at. And the way that I found that was through God and truly pursuing a relationship with God. Then I realized how beautiful I really was. Okay, so that's some real talk there. Now, let's see here. Go into day 5. A lot of people were actually sitting there, you know, oh, hey, I haven't had any type of transformation. I'm nothing, yada, yada. I just wasted $5,000 because they were still in their shell. They did not break through. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate it. That means so much. So, oh my gosh, guys. But seriously, okay. I feel like I need to do this right now, so someone out there watching needs to see this. Break through that shell! I am yelling at you guys! Break through your shell! Put your arms out, shout for joy, and be excited about your life. Use your story to move the people around you because there is nobody who doesn't have a story that might be worse or better than yours, but you are the only one with your story. Nobody has your story, guys. Nobody. Get out and share your story. Learn to use your story to motivate other people. Use your story to change the world. Stop making the world a worse place by staying inside your shell and dwelling on blame. Dwelling on regret, dwelling on the negativity in life. Break out of that shell, guys. Break out of that shell. You need it. You need it. Because if you're not breaking out of your shell, you want to know what's going to happen? You're going to settle for the familiar zone. You want to know what that means? That means nothing is going to change in your life until you change. I was so moved by this 2-hour movie, guys, that I had to share that with you guys. And I've had like 5 different things that I wanted to talk with you guys about and motivate you guys for, but this was powerful. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. And I truly try so hard to have that beautiful inside because I want people to see that. I want people to see how someone who can truly change the world through beauty. And I'm not talking about the outside. I know I look good. God bless me. And I was able to lose weight. I was able to get in shape. And I started doing hot yoga. That's a whole nother topic. But it has changed me from the inside out. And I'm able to share that with other people. And like I said, people from 10 years ago reached out to me. Even longer. Because people need your story. Every single one of you has a different story. And you never know who needs it. You never know. I needed a story like Robert. I needed a story like Bruce. I needed a story like Marcia. I know she hopped on here. I need your guys' stories because your stories inspire me. Your stories are what has kept me from quitting. Entrepreneurship, guys, is not an easy route. It's not. But when I hear you guys continually going, when I hear the things that you guys have been through, I don't ever want to have to suffer. And I don't want you to have to suffer. So I want you guys to push through that. I want you guys to find that passion within you. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry. I'm not. It's just a habit from my past that I'm trying to break through. I'm not sorry for who I've become. I'm not sorry for the way life has changed me, for the way that I think about things. I want you guys to break through whatever is holding you back. Hold on. Storage is almost full. So I really appreciate you guys listening. I really, really pray to God that somebody hears this that just needs it. And thank you so, so much for the interactions that you guys had. That means the world to me, because I have had a lot of videos lately with a lot of people just not wanting to say anything. And I know everyone's got their own journey, but it inspires me to know that I'm helping you. Because I have to think of all these different topics every single day, because I don't want to limit. Some people, I've had one person get on before, and that one person needed to hear what I said. So thank you guys so, so much. From the bottom of my heart, I will keep going. You keep going. Don't ever quit, because you are capable of so much more than you could ever possibly imagine. You just have to visualize. Visualize what you are capable of. All right. Thank you guys so much. I getting a little emotional now. So I really appreciate you guys sticking in there through me. I know it was a little bit longer of a Facebook Live than I had intended. I think I got through everything that I wanted to talk about, and I'm very blessed and happy for being able to share and motivate with you guys, and for being able to show you what it's like to break out of that shell. Because I've had a lot of people lately, oh, you're so good at speaking, or you're so good at, talking to a bunch of people. I wasn't. 3 years ago, I wasn't. I was so nervous that it literally paralyzed me on that couch to listen and watch TV shows over and over and over like they were the world. Like my future was nothing. Okay? So I can keep going because I'm very passionate about this subject. Like I said, Tony Robbins hit it right on the nail on the head when he said, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with motivating you guys. I am. So I'm so blessed to have been able to move some of you and to be there for you. And I'm really thankful that you guys are there for me as well. I have such a full heart, full of gratitude for everybody around me. And I'm so thankful for the life that God has given me. So thank you guys so, so much for joining in. I can't wait to come at you guys again later. I will still do the topic, I promise, from Todd Falcone actually was the topic that I had learned. And yeah, I'll talk about that one later because this one's got a little long. So I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Robert, I really appreciate you putting the topics in there, and to also just kind of give me some inspiration. It's really nice that people take time out of their day to listen, and it means the world. So I appreciate it. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's gorgeous outside, at least here in North Carolina. I hear it is the same in Montana. So get out. Texas, I know it's definitely gorgeous down there. I have a few friends all over the place. But thank you guys so, so much. And I truly, truly, truly wish your breakthrough for 2016. All right. I'll talk to you guys all later.